Hi guys, so today I'm doing this beautiful look. It is all matte on the eyes. I'm using the Tarte Maneater After Dark palette. This palette, you guys, and the look that I'm wearing today, I feel like we're vibing. Totally vibing. So this is on the eyes today. I used all the matte shades that I thought were like perfect for this. I used the black for the first time. The black in that palette is to die for. I just discovered that. So I also talk about some new lashes that I'm obsessed with. So I hope you guys are like ready for this video because I feel really good about it. Okay guys, fresh faced here. Like I just freshly washed my skin. I like normally don't do any skincare on here, but I am going to do some today. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is my CeraVe Eye Repair Cream. This is amazing. It's a really great under eye cream. It's affordable, and I like how hydrating it is. Lately, I feel like my skin is super dry. Yeah, I just feel like my skin is like really dry, and it is just, it's the weather, I know. And like, also I haven't been like hyper like moisturizing my skin, and I know that that has to play a part in this. I'm also going to go in with the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. This is the one with SPF 30. So this is my daytime moisturizer, and I've gone through like 2.5 of these already. You can kind of see I've made a good divot in this one. I love this. It makes it so easy for me, and it's just like I feel really good about myself using this because I feel like not only is it super moisturizing, I love the dew that it gives my skin. I apply a lot because it has SPF in it. I take it down my neck. So, you know, I really can feel good about like having a product that does multiple things for me, and it just simplifies my routine and makes it easier for me to be able to not only have like, look how supple immediately my skin looks, but also, yeah, just to have a really great product that also has SPF and just like makes my skin feel really good. I love that. I really want to get a night cream because I feel like right now what I have is not doing enough like deep moisturizing for me. And so I think I really like the Confidence in a cream from IT Cosmetics, and this is a really nice daytime cream. I know that if I'm leaving the house or like, you know, I pretty much always go in with this one because it has SPF. So I think, you know, maybe instead of getting that one again, I'll just get the nighttime one. I'm also gonna just put something on my lips because I'm feeling them being like really chapped lately, so I'm literally just going with chapstick. And that's the skin prep for today because I can feel the dryness. I'm also going to go ahead and prime right now. I'm going to go in with the R.e.m. Beauty. This is like their under eye blurring cooling balm. I really like this. I feel like you need very little, first of all. So, but the product is like hard to pick up a little bit for me, even without nails. I just find that it like is just hard to pick up, but it is really cooling. I really like it around the eyes, and you need like so little of it, I feel like. But I really do like this. It's just so new in my routine that I always forget to use it. So I do like it, I just always forget. So now I'm gonna go with the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. I'm going in with the matte one, just, I don't really know why, just the one I feel like going in with. I do apply it with the little e.l.f. applicator. I find that it is just, I don't like using my hands with this, and it makes it feel just really nice to be able to go with this. And I'm really just focusing this on like my nose and like the area that I have like slightly larger pores, which is right here. Not to say that I have like large pores by any means, it's because I really just don't, and I can't say like that's how I feel, but yeah, just like slightly larger. Now I got a new foundation, kind of new, a new shade of a foundation. So I've always really loved this. This is the Uoma Beauty by Sharon Flawless Filter Skin Perfecting Foundation. This is a really great self-tan / summer shade for me, but it's just a little too dark. But this is in the shade Honey T1. It's a really great, beautiful shade. But the reason the cap is different is because I had to like not size down, but like shade down, I guess, like go into a lighter shade range. And this is in the shade Fair Lady T6. Well, we're gonna open this bad boy up and hope that the shade is right, because I was like between a couple shades at the store and like I couldn't really fully decide. So I just kind of grabbed one and went with it. Ooh, that was satisfying. But I do like that the lid is a different color now that I like changed the shade, so now I won't have to be like confused. I really like that they do that with like different like shades. I feel like this is literally gonna be perfect. Fingers crossed. Yes, I really do. Okay, great. I really loved that foundation, and like it just sucked that I couldn't use it in my routine anymore because, you know, the shade was wrong. And I think I really, look you guys, do you see that? Like I have not. That is such a good shade match. Like, it stops here. That's a good shade match. I am proud of myself. I like sat there for a good minute and was like trying to pick the perfect shade. So I guess it paid off because I really feel like that. Like, my face is generally pretty light. I think my forehead is like the tannest part of my face overall because I really do just like avoid getting sun on my face. So I love the way that looks. I also did take a brush and just like kind of dragged it down my neck a little bit. And I do plan to self tan very soon. Lately I've just kind of been lazy with it, not gonna lie. But I've been wanting to, and it just keeps getting like put on the back burner. So now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is like just a ride or die. I'm gonna put some here. Highlight with this as well. I have this one in the shade Medium Peach, by the way. I'm gonna set this with my Too Faced Peach Powder. I have it in the cap. But I'm pretty sure this powder is limited edition, so I need to find other great powders because like this is just like one I continuously gravitate towards. So I love this sponge for the under eye. I do feel like it's a little bit small for the rest of the face. I know I've talked about this, but I don't know. It's kind of growing on me like a little bit. So now I'm actually going to go in with a powder and a powder brush and just kind of like dust it all over my face. Honestly, my favorite powder foundation is the e.l.f. Camo powder foundation. This one's in the shade Light 240W. And this is a pretty much good shade for me all year round because, you know, I just kind of dust it. It's not like meant to be just like a perfect powder foundation for everything. And it works for me, so I really like it. And especially when I have like blemishes, the extra like powder like right here just helps to cover that up. So I'm really not using it as a powder foundation so much as I am like just a powder, you know. Jumping into bronzer today, I want to go with the Jaclyn Cosmetics blush and bronzer duo. I actually really like this. I just don't really talk about it that much on my channel for some reason. But I have gone through a good bit of the bronzer. Also, this blush is like one of my favorites, just like period. I'm not gonna lie, her packaging is like a little bit bulky on this, but I really love it. I just think that the product is really good, and I kind of like the thick packaging. It makes it feel super luxe and just like really, really nice, honestly. Love a good bronzer, you guys. Oh my gosh. It's been a minute since I like sat down to really just like full glam, calmly, in peace, without any interruptions or distractions or whatever. So, and then I'm just taking my bronzer to kind of like carve out my jawline a little bit and like bronze up my neck. I'm also gonna go ahead and use this blush, because why not? Oh, I have to contour my nose. I always end up using like this for it. This is the Glamour Bronze bronzer from Morphe in the shade Icon. I always end up using this, but I really do want to use something different just to like break up the habit a little bit. And also that shade is discontinued because it was limited edition. They have a shade that's very similar and they still have the bronzer in the same formula, I believe, but you know, I want to get used to using other things too. So I'm going to go with the Tarte Park Ave Princess palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Princess Cut, which I think is like cool toned enough, but it's still a bronzer shade. It's not a super warm bronzer like what I was just using on my face. For a while there, I was like super into nose contour. Like, I just really find that like doing just like the bare minimum for my nose is kind of good enough. You know what I mean? Like, this gives the dimension that I want, and I end up like blending it out, and I just don't like it to look too harsh, honestly. I think it looks better that it's a little bit more, you know, subtle. And this shade makes it more intense. I normally do this with that other bronzer and it's a little bit less intense. I like never really show like my contouring routine on my channel. I also take whatever shade I use on my nose, I use on the bottom of my lip. It just gives it like a more pouty effect, which I really like. I'm gonna take the same Tarte Princess palette and deepen up my bronzer slash contour with the two like deepest shades. I use very little of this though, like barely tap my brush. These are really pigmented, you guys. The more stuff that I try from Tarte, I really think they are like one of my favorite high-end brands for sure. Okay, so now I'm gonna just spritz my face and like kind of set it. I really love this. I'm really glad I repurchased this. This is the NYX Multitasking Setting Spray. This is a refresher, a makeup setting mist, a finishing spray. It adds hydration. It doesn't change the finish of your makeup, which I actually really like, because normally I like to add like mattifying or dewy stuff throughout my routine, and then I really like sprays that just like lock everything in without changing, you know, without changing it. So Going in with this. Also, this has a generous sprayer. The other day I was using this and definitely applied a little too much, and my makeup like ran, which is gonna happen over here if I'm not careful. So I love to have both a sponge and a fan like ready to go on deck so that I can like press the product in, make everything look less powdery. You guys know, like, I tend to set my makeup multiple times throughout my routine. Also, this little fan, you guys, I don't really talk about this that much anymore on my channel because I just feel like you guys know about it enough at this point. But I got it on Amazon. Of course, I had to get it in pink. I know it's like a little obnoxious that it's pink because I think I paid like $3 extra for it to be pink, but it really just matches my aesthetic. So I bit the bullet. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing other stuff. Anyway, back to the fan though. I really, really like it. I think it's totally like worth getting one. They have them in white and black as well, I believe. I will see if I can find it and link it down below for you guys. But yeah, I just think it's like really worth it. Not only because, and this is, I'll tell you why I think it's so worth it, is because first of all, I live in Georgia, so it's freaking hot. Like the majority of the time here, it's super humid. And whenever I go to events, whether that be like, you know, outdoor concerts or I don't know, about anything where I know I'm gonna be hot. Disney World, where I've gone to like vacation. I've taken this thing everywhere. It holds such a great battery life that it is worth having for that reason alone. I think it's just like super convenient, really like honestly a good purchase. So I can't find my highlighter brush anywhere. These are very similar brushes, but this one's tapered. Jaclyn Hill uses this one for blush that's like super pigmented. And then this one, I feel like I like this one for highlighter more for some reason though, I guess because of the shape, but maybe I should just stick to this one. I don't want to do too much highlighter. I finally used this like really white shade though, by the way, you guys. I was like literally always debating on getting rid of it. It was from her Jaclyn, like, what's it called? There it is, swatched. From her like Valentine's Day collection. I got like 2 of them. And I always thought that that one was just too light and I didn't know if I was ever going to use it, but I always kept it. And finally I was doing, for Halloween, me and my friends were angels for one night. It was just like really nice to have a shade that icy white, even for me. I used it on my eyes. I'll insert a picture. I used it on my eyes and I also used it like on the inner corner as my highlighter, like really just like amped up that like icy white vibe. So I mostly kept it because like if I ever do like other people's makeup and like client makeup, stuff like that, it's nice to have a shade that's like super pale just in case. But I ended up using it on myself first. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and primed my eyes with concealer and I did set it just a little bit because I ended up using a little bit more than I wanted to with powder. I still left it a little bit tacky, but I did set just like a smidge with concealer. So I've gotten some requests to do more videos with the Tarte Maneater palette, and also she's just beautiful. Like, it's a really, really nice palette. I think I want to like dip into like this row right here where it's like kind of pink. This purple is just like too purple for like what I'm going for right now. I'm actually going to start this look by just going in with bronzer in the crease. I think that that is like such an underrated little hack to make sure that your like shades blend really nicely into like your skin, like the way that they fade out. Just putting a little bit of bronzer so just makes everything blend just a little bit easier, because bronzer is like, you know, it's meant to like go on your face as opposed to like eyeshadow is like a little bit harder to blend out. This just blends super easily. I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a little and start figuring out. I really like desperately need to wash my brushes. All right, I'm gonna start with the shade Passion. I think it's like my nicest like little transition shade in this palette. It's that one right there, just to warm up the outer crease right here. I think I can do a lot more with this palette once I've got like a warm base going. I also did pick up this brush from LA Colors. They have a couple of them. I'll insert the photo of the other ones that they have because I thought they were just like really great. And I think I paid like $1 something. I'm gonna go in with the shade Mischievous, which I haven't really dipped into. I kind of tried it in one of my last videos, but it was mostly an accident, so I kind of tried to just erase it. This shade is so pigmented. Honestly, it's giving Thanksgiving. And like I just dipped my brush in and like look how easily I feel like that blended out into the other shades, and I just dipped back in. So I think it does like build up nicely, but also diffuses super well. I'm really impressed with this little brush. I think it's really nice. It's really hard for me to stay away from the warm tones in here, and I just feel like this palette doesn't have like the best range of mattes. At some point I think I just need to like dive in and like do a look with like purples, you know, but just we'll see. But right now I'm gonna go in with the shade Alluring, which is like the shade that I've been kind of like, this is a deeper shade in the palette. It's like a nice deep brown, and I'm gonna use this to deepen up this outer corner. Beautiful brown, like look, it's such a rich brown, and it takes a very little, even with like the deep, this is like the second darkest shade in this palette. I feel like even with this shade, it's like very easy to blend out. I think I even want to go in with like the tiniest bit of black, but I feel like it would just look really good. So I'm gonna go, this is the shade Animal Instinct right here, which is right below the one we just used. And it's just like a really nice black. I haven't used the black in here yet, but like I could tell it was gonna be this kind of black, honestly. Instead of using liner, I kind of just wanted to like smudge this out. This is like a really nice black, possibly, dare I say, one of the nicest I've ever used. So I just applied it with that, and now I'm going back in with the brown and the same brush to diffuse it. Also, I just feel like in the like winter time, I definitely gravitate towards mattes just a little bit more than shimmers. So pretty easy for me to want to say, let's go in with mattes. Okay, now I just need to do the lower lash line. I'm probably just going to stick with the shade Passion, which is the one we started out with. Okay, and now something that I just feel like is a step that you can't skip. It has some really beautiful like matte pale tones. I'm gonna go in with this one down here called the shade Charming. I just feel like this one's a little too light for this look, but these are really great because I feel like not every palette has shades like this, and this one has quite a few. A pinky one and like a very light, almost white shade, and something a little bit more cream. I'm gonna go with the creamy one. It's in the shade Charming, and I'm packing this on just like the inner portion of my lid. Really, it's just gonna brighten and make everything look just like a little bit more seamless. That looks really good. I'm always super content when I use this palette. So now I'm just gonna curl my lashes, and I really like these lashes. I just bought this. This is the style Jubilee from Kiss. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. And I'm gonna also go in with my Kiss Lash Glue Liner. I also have the clear one, which I might do the clear on the inner corner and the black on the outer corner, honestly. These lashes are pretty curled, so I want to make sure that my lashes are curled so that everything looks nice and uniform. Also, you guys, look, I did my nails. I did that. Like, I'm so proud. These are Gel X nails. There's this girl that I follow who like had everything linked and just was like, it made it so easy to like follow along with. So I'm gonna tag her page down below because they look beautiful. They're not like, I probably should do my own video because I feel like she's on Instagram and like TikTok, I think, but there's something really nice about having like someone explain things to you, and all those little tips really make a difference. So actually I'm gonna skip that and just go in with regular lash glue because I want to cover the lash band on these because it's a little bit like a clear lash band, and I personally like a lash band that is like black because my lashes are black, and I think it actually hides better. So this is the Kiss. Actually, I think everything I'm using today, my lashes, everything is from Kiss, which I love. Yeah, I think even my lash applicator, I think Kiss has to be my favorite lash brand, period. And these are pretty small lashes. They're not super like dramatic, so like in the sense that they're not very long. It's the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, and it is black and latex free, but it is like flexible, odor proof. It has like a bunch of like really cool claims, so I really like that product. But yeah, I think Kiss is definitely like my favorite lash brand. I'm gonna go in with some mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess. This is really great, super affordable. They also have the same one in a waterproof formula. I know some people definitely just like need a waterproof formula because like their eyes will run or something. So it's nice to have the option. I'm gonna take a little bit of black eyeliner. This is the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Retractable Eyeliner. And I'm gonna line the top of my eye so everything's like really black. I love this because normally when I would do this with other eyeliners it would run, but with this one it doesn't transfer to the bottom, it doesn't run on the inner corners of my eyes. It is absolutely like, and it's so affordable. Like forget, like even if it was high end I'd be like, oh guys you need this, but like it is so affordable that I've repurchased it so many times already, honestly. So these are a very soft baby lash, like they are pretty minimal, but I love the way they look. I think they're just like not very long. I really wanted to talk about these lashes because I've been kind of on the hunt for a lash that looked full enough that it kind of resembled like lash extensions, but also something that was like right now it looks really like full and deep because of I think the eyeshadow that I did too. But yeah, I wanted something nice and full but not like overly long. I've kind of gotten away from like really loving like super long lashes, and like these are not natural by any means, but they're more natural than like some of the styles that I have. So because like dramatic lashes I have so many of in my collection that I was really missing something a little bit more natural. So I really like this. I'm gonna line my lips with the shade Nude Truffle from NYX. Okay, so I really want to do gloss today, so I'm gonna go with the So Juicy gloss from Colourpop. This is in the shade Partly Rowdy, and it's like a clear gloss with like a little bit of shimmer. I know technically gloss is not really like a fall moment, but I was just feeling gloss today and I think that looks really good. I really like that. So I'm just gonna set my face one more time and then I'll pretty much be good to go. Okay, you guys, we are a whole vibe. I was gonna curl my hair because I had like straightened it and then braided it and whatever, but I decided to kind of go and like lean into the grunginess of like, it looks kind of a mess. I really kind of like that vibe sometimes. And I think that this lip combo, this little shirt, it's just like a little brown tank top. I don't know, the whole vibe, it's kind of giving something. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's giving and I like it. The last thing I'm gonna do that I totally forgot to do was put a little bit of highlighter on the inner corner of my eyes. Can't forget that. It's like a little extra baddie moment. That's what I feel like. I feel like a total baddie today in this. Kind of unexpected. Also, I love that my nails match the vibe. I'm loving it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look and this outfit. Also, I think I'm gonna start telling you guys what perfumes I wear, like with what outfits and stuff, because definitely like my perfumes make me feel some type of way. So today I'm wearing, I think it's like something sexy from Victoria's Secret. Not something, but like it's like sexy something. Hang on. It's this one. It is very sexy. I was like, something sexy. It's very sexy from Victoria's Secret, and this is like the mist. But I think this is like really strong. I don't think that this is like, what's it called? Like it's not really a perfume, it's like a mist. But I think the mist is strong enough. This is a really strong scent. So it's definitely giving fierce. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!